Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today is Saturday, September the 3rd, and I wanted to talk about Cumulative Delta and how you can actually use Cumulative Delta. If you choose to use Cumulative Delta, now I do have it added to my charts, and Cumulative Delta is a level 2 indicator which pretty much measures or gauges it shows you the activity of orders that are coming into the market, whether buy orders or sell orders, which are real time. So it's a level 2 indicator. It's not a lagging indicator like most, your stochastics or RSIs, ATRs, things of that nature, SMA, EMAs, things like that. So it actually moves with price, and you see it. If you add it to your chart, you'll see it moving with price. And some people actually trade it using a certain strategy. I don't trade it using the strategy of divergence, which could be, a powerful strategy to use, and it could be profitable. Well, it is profitable if you know how to use it correctly. So, and if you actually trade it. So I'm not really a divergence style or trader using the Cumulative Delta. I look at the Cumulative Delta. I do have it added to my chart as a tertiary tool, as a means of confluence. When I do enter my trades, I kind of glance down into it and see if if I'm looking to go short, is there a lot of, selling activity is maybe showing up in the market on the Cumulative Delta versus, if I'm going to take a buy entry and the market is pushing up, is there a lot of activity coming out off the Cumulative Delta pushing to the upside? But I just want to show you how you can actually use the Cumulative Delta if you choose to. Maybe you want to try to learn or understand divergence, or if you don't know much about divergence, I mean, it is a topic at hand that people, traders like to know about, because you can trade it using Cumulative Delta. And basic divergence is just price doing one thing and Cumulative Delta doing something else. So, the price could be pushing to the upside, and Cumulative Delta is pushing to the downside, basically. And it's like, would you be taking a trade short, or taking a trade long? So, but here I'm going to show you opportunities in the market, especially I'm going to show you here one right now to where to kind of look for the clear signs of divergence, especially if you're looking to maybe take a position and go long in the market, say for instance. Okay, so here's an instance. We'll take a look at the chart. Like right here, I'm going to show you this happened maybe around 11 o'clock, and I want you to kind of keep your eye on the Cumulative Delta and price. So price, okay, price was right here at 1045. Let's see, we made this high right here, okay, and it pulls back. All right, now if you look at the Cumulative Delta, you see Cumulative Delta moving with price as price pushed higher, Cumulative Delta push higher, okay? Then it tops out right here around 4,020 area, and then price drops back, Cumulative Delta drops back. Now, divergence, like I said, is where you'll see price doing one thing and Cumulative Delta not kind of following suit 100%. And you could trade divergence if you notice divergence or areas of divergence, and because of the market, say for instance around this time frame yesterday was really bullish in a sense. Up until around, shortly after 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, then we started getting a push to the downside. So let's kind of pair things up here. So if you see here at, this is 4,010, which is 4,010 right here. Okay, this is the 60 range, this is my higher time frame, this is my lower time frame, the 12 range, which I pretty much use as an anchor chart, okay? So this pullback right here on the 60, price pull back down to 39.74, which is right here, this low right here as well. So we're kind of line these up below each other. Then price starts pushing back up to the upside, makes a run for 4,020 area, okay? 4,020 area here on the 12 range as well. Now we're going to look for divergence, okay? I'm going to show you how you can actually trade. I'm not going to say how you can actually trade, because I'll take that back. I'll say how some people actually trade, and you may be a trader that's watching this right now, and you actually trade maybe a strategy that you may have in your arsenal, in your trading plan, whatever the case is, that you may, when you see divergence in the market, you may take those plays, okay? I'm not telling anyone to trade using divergence, I'm just telling you, you trade how you want to trade, you trade what works for you. But I just want you to know I'm trying to basically just, wanted to point this out as a topic today in today's video about how people actually trade divergence, okay? So, basically, if you see price, like for instance right here on the 12 range chart, price made this pullback right here, right? Okay, after making this high right here at, right here, 4,010 area, 4,010 area right here, okay? Price pulls back down here at 39.74 right here, okay? Now then it pushes up, right? Pushes up to 4,020 almost, and then 4,020 right here, okay? So let's see if we can spot any signs of divergence where you could possibly, maybe look for a long entry if you get the play or you see the setup for divergence. And basically what divergence is going to be is price, in this instance here, say making a run up, pulls back, and then cumulative delta kind of follows suit, but it maybe not pull back, as much as price do. And you kind of got to do that, do a measure up to see, if there is a clear sign of divergence or clear means of divergence in the market. So, okay, here's a low right here at 4,000 where price pull back, which is, let's see, this right here is on the 12 range chart, so you may not really see it on the 60 range chart, because the 60 range chart is a higher time frame. So we're going to be looking for divergence here, in this case, off the 12 range chart. All right. So price pulls back right here after making the high at 4,020 up here. Okay. Pulls back. You can't really see it on the 60 range, like I said, but on the 12 you can see it. And if you look at cumulative delta below, what do you see? Okay. All right. Up until this point, we see price following suit, move up to the upside, just like price was doing here when it made that or printed that high at 4,020. Pulls back. Cumulative delta pulls back, right? Okay. All right. So then, what we see then is price starts to push. Price pushes higher. Cumulative delta starts pushing back up, right? All right. So now we want to see divergence. Let's kind of mark this using an arrow here, both on cumulative delta and price. Okay. All right. Price pushes up. Cumulative delta pushes up. Okay. We see a pullback on price. We see a pullback on cumulative delta. All right. Now take a look at something here. When price pulled back, did it pull back lower or equal to the prior or the most recent low that it made? Okay. Okay. Did it? No. It may pull back maybe around the 50%, a little shy of that, maybe a little lower than that. But if you look at cumulative delta, it came back almost 100% to, let's redraw that a little bit and kind of maybe blow that up. On the cumulative delta, this panel is not as large, so, but okay, here we go. So we're looking at the cumulative delta now. So we draw this cumulative delta straight across. What do we see? Cumulative delta pulled all the way back to the low, which was that low right there. There's clear divergence in the market, and how a lot of people will trade this is where they get a sign of divergence, or they get an area of divergence in the market where price is doing one thing, pulls back, cumulative delta is following suit, say, to the upside, but on the pullback, it didn't pull back as far as price did, or it could be vice versa. When looking at, in comparison to the cumulative delta, not pulling back as far as, but price did pull back all the way back here, still divergence, okay? So when you see something like that, price pulling back, okay, not all the way back here, and but cumulative delta doing, it's a sign to where buyers or people in the market, traders, will actually continue to take a long position, okay? All right, so what happens is when, right here, cumulative delta pull back to this area, as long as it doesn't break below that, okay? As long as it doesn't break that low there, and price doesn't break that low there, which it didn't, and you see the divergence here, okay? Price not pulling back as low to this low here, the prior low, the most recent low, but cumulative delta does, all right? What most traders would do is, once that candle closes to the upside, and they see an uptick in the cumulative delta, meaning buy orders coming or starting to hit the market or flooding the market, okay? And if you look at where the price is on the comparison to the volume profile, what do you see there? Okay, we're at the lower edge of the volume profile. And if anyone who follows the channel, you know that I like to trade the outer edges, the lower edges of a volume profile. I do not like to take my trades in the middle of a high volume area, because if you get stuck in the middle of a high volume area, price is going to kind of ping just up and down, up and down, up and down. So you're going to get trapped. Okay, so because price likes to move to the outer edges of a high volume area, say for instance whatever the case is, and you want to trade it back up to the mean or the median area of the high volume area. So it's like, okay, price pulls back, boom, we're targeted, we're down here at the outer edge of this high volume area right here. Okay, cumulative delta pulls all the way back, doesn't close below that low here that it is printed, okay, prior to the most recent low. All right, then what happens is, because it didn't break below, we got divergence. You can see here, okay, the two not really following suit together at the same, one doing one thing and one doing something totally opposite, okay? Then as long as price doesn't break below here and cumulative delta doesn't either, it's below the high volume area right here, you start to see buy orders come in. Then take your, take that stab to go actually, long there. That's what I would do in a sense if I was trading, if I was a divergence style, or trading based off of a divergent strategy, okay? Take the loan back into the most recent high right here, okay? The prior high. which is that high right there, okay? Right up here. So if you went long, say for instance right here to close the candle on the 12 range at 4,010, take it back up to the tops here, get you 4.5, 5 points right there. So that's just one way of trading and looking for actually signs of divergence in the market and using that strategy to trade it that way. So you pair the cumulative delta in comparison with price, seeing if price and cumulative delta are, are they doing the same thing? Are they doing something completely different? And then looking at your volume profile. That's how I gauge and use volume profile. Is I like to just kind of look at it to see if when trying to trade a certain strategy and looking at a particular setup, where is price in relation to the volume profile? Is it right dead smack in the middle? Is it at the outer edges of the volume profile? So I always say buy the lows, sell the highs. I'm buying the lower end of the volume profile. Okay. All right, the lower portion of it. I'm selling the upper portion of it, okay? As long as, there's rejection in the market, whatever the case is, and it follows suit with the setup that I'm looking for, okay? So let's see if we can find another example to kind of run through that right quick. Okay, so let's look at another area, okay? Right here, okay? You see price making high here, low here, higher high, lower low, lower high. I mean, higher low, sorry guys. Higher high, higher low, and then a higher high here, okay? So what you always want to see, make sure first of all, when you're kind of looking for this area, this kind of setup of strategy, using cumulative delta, if you choose to use that strategy, or maybe you're someone that's watching and actually trades divergence, which I do not do, guys. I just use cumulative delta in my trading as a, like I said, a tertiary indicator. Just kind of glance down at it to see once I'm at an area where I'm interested in, I see rejection, is the cumulative delta, or order is going to start falling. It's suiting to the market. If I'm looking to go long, like do I see a clear push up in the market looking at cumulative delta? A lot of buy orders hit the market. But let's go back looking at those areas of divergence, okay? So the play is always going to be when you see, price making higher highs and higher lows if you're looking to go long for a sign of divergence, okay? So we made a high here, okay? Price pulls back, and you look at the cumulative delta, same area right here, made a high here on price. Cumulative delta made a high. It pulls back, okay? Pulls back right here. You see cumulative delta right here. Let me see if I can blow cumulative delta up just a tad bit here so we can maybe kind of see it a little better. Okay? All right? Low here, okay? All right? Then it pushes up. Okay? Price pushes up too. Both the cumulative delta and price are following suit to one another, okay? All right? What happens then? Price pulls back. So we could be looking for maybe a sign of cumulative delta to keep, divergence to keep pushing, then for a long entry, right? But what happens here is price pushes lower, cumulative delta pushes lower, cumulative delta takes out that low there, price takes out that low right there, so we're making or printing new lows, okay? So it came down here, made a low right here. Cumulative delta pushes lower. Now, let's see what happens next, okay? Pay attention to this, okay? Here's the low here in cumulative delta, here's the low here on price. What happens then? Let's get our arrow out. All right, so we're right here. Price pushes up, okay? All right, it pulls back, cumulative delta pushes up. It pulls back, look at the two. What do you see? Okay, did cumulative delta come back as far as price on the pullback? No, it didn't. Price pushed back, pull back further. Okay, look at the big difference. See that? Let's get that right. Sorry about that, guys. All right, cumulative delta did not pull back as far down towards the low as price did. Okay. So what do I look for? I'm looking across here too as well, and I'm seeing that price is where? Below the high volume area, okay? On that pullback right there. If I'm looking for an opportunity to go long, I want to trade the lower edge or outer edge, buy the lows, back to the median, right? Okay? So when I see price flip green on the 12 range, that candle flip green, okay? And I start to see bullish candles forming on the cumulative delta, go long. Go long, definitely back up to the high up here. So you got it here at 85. Take it back up here to the high up here, 90 or 89.5, 89, whatever the case is. That's 4 points right there. And you possibly could actually run it up back up to this high right here, okay? Either way, the strategy still works, but you have to follow and look for means of confirmation. Meaning, is there clear sign of divergence, first of all? Identify the area of divergence first. Well, here's the thing, step by step, okay? What you want to look for is, if you're looking to go long, okay, you have to be making higher highs and higher lows, okay? There has to be a high, have to be looking for higher highs and higher lows to the upside, okay? So that's got to happen first, all right? Then step 2 pretty much is you want to be looking in areas in the market when price starts to pull back after making, its most recent high, okay? All right? For it to start making lows, all right? Looking for lows. And then when price pushes up and cumulative delta pushes up, you always want to be looking for the pullback and measure the leg on the pullback to see, for one, see first of all, is price going to break the low that it made? It does here. Cumulative delta does here. So you just follow it until price continues to make and print its lowest low or an area where it makes a low at. Then price starts to push up, okay? Meaning it's pulling back. Cumulative delta is pulling back. And then when it pulls back down after making, so it makes a low here, price pulls back, pushes lower. Okay, cumulative delta makes a low here, pulls back, cumulative delta pushes lower. Measure the two. Measure price on the pullback, measure cumulative delta on the pullback. Did both of those pull back to the same area? If no, you have divergence there, and then you look at your volume profile to see is priced at an area, in comparison to the volume profile, is it dead smack at an area of high volume, or is it at the outer edge? Okay, for me, this is the way I do it. I take a look at this. Okay, price pullback right there. I'm at the outer edge. Green candle flips. If I'm looking to trade divergent, green candle flips, green, take it back up to the high right here. As long as I see also cumulative delta showing me signs of bullish orders or orders, buy orders coming in, trade go long. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of cover that in today's topic. I know I probably hit that topic several months back, a few months ago, whatever the case is, but I wanted to kind of make it more relevant and bring more information to the table in relation to both cumulative delta and the volume profile, okay? And I may do a follow-up video talking about more into, about the volume profile, because I keep getting questions about how do I actually use volume profile in my how I trade using the strategy I actually trade, the strategy I use, okay? So I'll talk about that probably in another video, but today I just want to touch base on how to basically, look for divergence or signs or areas of divergence in the market using cumulative delta and how to trade it, as well as how to couple that with the volume profile and trade it, okay? So everyone have a safe Labor Day weekend, and I'll see you guys. There's no trading on Monday, but I'll see you guys on, and Monday I may do a topic or informational type video, whatever the case is. Surrounding a particular topic. Not sure yet, but be safe, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday when the market reopens. Take care. Hey, if you don't mind, please make sure to drop a like on the video. I appreciate that. Also want to thank everyone who's currently subscribed to the channel. Thank you for subscribing as well and being a sub here on the channel. If you're a newcomer to the channel, if you watch today's video, hopefully you will hit that subscribe button and join. And also make sure to click on that bell icon so you never miss one of the uploads to the channel. Also, if you want to join the Discord, I want to go ahead and mention that too. We have a great Discord community channel that's running here on Future Trading with Mike, and I'll show you that. It's right here. This is our Discord channel. It's basically, we have about almost 270 members now, I believe, and if I'm not mistaken. But basically what we do is each and every morning we get on during the session, and it can be after hours too. If you have a question, because we kind of use the Discord community as a forum for question and answering that, where you can ask questions on the Discord as well, and someone will answer your question, whether it be me or another member on the channel, because not all of us have all the answers, right? So it could be someone else that may have the answer, whatever the case is. But it's just a great community where we all get on and interact with one another, converse, talk about the markets, talk about, basically levels or zones that we're looking to maybe possibly trade. And we just help one another out. And, I'm appreciating all the great comments that we're receiving on the Discord as well in the comment section on YouTube. So it's a great community. So if you're interested in joining and get rock and rolling with us during the sessions, Monday through Friday, as we as a community come together and talk about the markets, join. All you have to do is find the link down in the description portion of the video and click on invite and invite yourself in. It's free of charge. I appreciate it. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys next week. I just wanted to kind of interrupt or throw this in on the back end of the video here. So appreciate it, guys. Also, one other thing. Let me stop, okay? Because I do need to give some shout outs for those individuals who have joined the elite member channel subscription, have joined on the YouTube side of things, meaning you joined the YouTube membership. You clicked on and joined the elite channel membership for basically for $6.99 a month. It's basically a full price of a cup of coffee. You're getting loads of perks behind it, but one of the biggest perks is the exclusive video content, which is not posted to the public side of the videos where people can watch. This is more of a elite section or elite membership to where people can get exclusive video content. Basically, it's my trade breakdowns, to where I go over the breakdowns of my trades and go in depth and detail about the trades, and it's helped plenty of people out because you guys comment and certainly are really liking the trade breakdowns. I'm sure it's helping a lot of people out in their actual trading themselves, especially if you're a beginner and you're not only you don't really understand the style or the way I trade, which is a pretty simplistic way of trading, which is just all supply and demand. I trade around supply and demand zones, okay? And the strategy of how I do it is I pretty much trade out of supply and demand zones, looking for pullbacks and look for rejection. And volume profile is a big part of that, but most of it is just pure price action, okay? 90% or more is pure price action. So if you're looking to maybe join the Elite Channel membership and get that extra content, those trade breakdowns, to where I don't really go into detail about that in my live recorded sessions. The actual, I talk about the trades, you'll see me trade, but I don't go into detail about why I took those trades, and talk primarily, breaking it down so you can get a kind of inside view of what I'm thinking while I'm actually trading. So if you're interested in joining the membership, just find the join button on the home page, or join the join button on any video on the channel, and you can join one of the two tiers, the subscription tiers or membership tiers. So appreciate everyone who has currently joined, but let me go ahead and shout out those couple of members who have just recently joined. Okay, first up is Robert Padron, Vaughn Clements, and Charles Wallace. Hopefully I actually said your names correctly. If I didn't, please forgive me. But yes, I appreciate you guys who just recently joined the Elite membership program or channel membership. So I appreciate you guys. And if anyone's interested in joining to get that exclusive content, again, in reference to the trade breakdowns, you also get the perks of the emoji perks or rewards, also the loyalty badges. You get first responses to any comments that you may leave on the videos or have a question about. Because basically when you join as a membership, you become I guess kind of elevated tiers. So basically, when you join, your comments will get pushed up to the upper end of the comment section, and each person will receive kind of like a symbol in a sense, depending on how long your membership is. So if you're 1 month into the membership, 2 months into the membership, whatever the case is, it will change colors. And so anyone who's actually joining as a member, you do get those additional perks, and also do the member shout outs as well. And you also get, if you become an Elite Channel member, you get added to the private voice channel on the Discord as well, to where you can, chat, chat online, not just by text, but you can actually communicate just like how you would do on your cell phone, whatever the case is. You can hear each other's voices and verbalize things versus more so just texting and chatting through using the keyboard. So if you're interested in joining the either one of the tiers, just click on the join button and join. Appreciate your support. All you're doing is basically supporting the channel and supporting the content here on the channel. Thank you for doing so. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you guys next week.